equation means a particular expression in which you are giving it or assigning it a value, and that's why you use is equal to sign in between. Is equal to means if I am writing a is equal to 5 means I have written the equation in the format which is given below, means I am giving the value of 5 to a. So over here for me value of a is 5. If I am writing another expression like a plus 2 is equal to 5, it is also another equation. Why? I have given this particular expression a value. So what is that value? 5. It means that if you are giving value to something by using is equal to sign, is equal to sign is expressed as like this. If you are doing like this, then it means that you are writing an equation. And when we are writing linear equation, simple linear equation, that means linear means straight, and over here when we are mentioning simple, simple means only one variable will be used. Only one variable, not more than that. If I use x plus y is equal to 2, that doesn't mean that it is a simple linear equation. No. Why? Because I am using two variables and we don't even know the value of any one variable. We know the value of nothing over here. Neither we know the value of x nor we know the value of y. But when it comes to this particular equation, we know the value that yes, a plus 2 is equal to 5. If I start solving it or try to solve this thing, it turns out to be a is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So value of a over here is 3. So I have assigned or calculated the value of a to be 3. Correct. I hope you all understood this thing. So when you are seeing this type of equation where you have been given x plus 3 is equal to 7, you need to be doing it like this, is equal to 7 minus 3. How 7 minus 3? Because over here 3 has been added in this equation on the left side. If this is your LHS and this stands as RHS, so if you are seeing clearly over here that 3 is being added over here in the LHS, you take it to the RHS, over here it will be subtracted. So for example, if LHS is equal to RHS, if something is added over here, then if it goes to RHS, it will be subtracted. If something is subtracted in LHS, if it goes to the other side or towards the RHS, it will be added. If something is multiplied in the LHS, it goes to the other side of the equation, it will be divided, and thus vice versa. If it is divided, then it will be multiplied on the other side of the equation. And how this thing stands true? Let's see that. For example, if I write over here 5x is equal to 45. According to this, I have multiplied 5 with x in order to write 5x. So means 5 has been multiplied over here. If I take 5 to the other side of the equation, what will happen? It will be divided. Okay. So it will be x is equal to 45 divided by 5. Correct. Which is equal to 9. So x is equal to 9. The most important part which you need to understand is that whenever we are solving linear equation in which there will be variable on both the sides of the equation. For example, that was your case 1, in which only on one side either LHS of the equation has the variable or RHS of the equation has variable. In case 2, what can happen? On both the side LHS and RHS will be having variables, means variable will be in the LHS also, variable will be in the RHS also. So let's see how it is proceeded. For example, you have been given the question 7 plus 4x is equal to 9x minus 13. So over here you can clearly see that variable is not just in the left hand side, that 7 plus 4x is equal to 13 or 9x minus 13 is equal to 7. It's not like that. In both the cases or in both the sides, you can see variable are clearly present over there. Now in this case, what you need to do, the step 1 or the first step which you need to do, that is your bring the variables to one side. Bring the variables to one side. All students are expected to write this in copy and bring the numbers to the other side. Now in this case, what is going to happen? If you can clearly see over here, 7 plus 4x is equal to 9x minus 13. If I want, I can bring 4x to the RHS. Now just have a look over here that 4x has been added. Okay, if 4x has been added in LHS, means what is the rule that we are applying? In the previous slide we had seen, the previous slide shows that if something is being added in the LHS, it will be subtracted in the RHS. So exactly 4x will be taken to the RHS, and we can see over here that 9x minus 4x, while 13 will be taken to the other side, that is towards the LHS, so that 13 which has been subtracted in RHS, it will be added in the LHS. So it will be 7 plus 13. Now, if you try to solve this particular equation, what you will get? I can write it as 9x minus 4x is equal to 7 plus 13, implies that 5x is equal to 7 plus 13, which is equal to 20. Now, 5 has been multiplied over here with x in order to give 20. So, if it goes to the other side of equation, it will be divided. So, x is equal to 20 divided by 5, which is equal to 4. Hope this part is clear to you. You have got the value of x as 4. The third case, that is case 3, in which there will be linear equations involving fractions. Exactly. So linear equations involving fractions means, suppose you have been given the question x plus 5 plus x is equal to 12. So over here you can clearly see that this is a fraction which has been given to you, but you can see simultaneously in both the terms of this particular expression, you can see there is a variable. In the first term you can see it is x by 5, in the second term also, in this first term it is x by 5, in the second term also you can see it is a variable which is x. Now what do you see exactly is common in both the terms? What is common? X is common over here, x is common over here. So let us take the common factor out. Let us take the common factor out. So you can see x I have taken as common. So what is left behind from x by 5? I have left behind 1 by 5 plus 1. So means if x is multiplied with 1 by 5, I will get x by 5. If x is multiplied with 1, I will get x exactly the same expression as the question given above. So x whole into 1 by 5 plus 1 is equal to 12. Now my job is that I need to solve this part first. So this is exactly involving your fractions. So first I will be solving this fraction part, then I will proceed with the rest of the equation, how to find the value of x. So if I solve 1 by 5 plus 1, what will I get? So x whole into 1 plus 5 by 5 is equal to 12. Let me carry it towards this side. So I will be getting x whole into 6 by 5 is equal to 12. Now if 5 is, this 6 by 5 goes to the other side of the equation, what is going to happen? It will become the reciprocal. Okay, it will become the reciprocal, or you can say if 6 by 5 has been multiplied over here, it will be divided in the other side of the equation. So x is equal to 12 divided by 6 by 5 is equal to 12 into 5 by 6. 6 and 2 give you 12. So I am left with x is equal to 2 into 5, implies that x is equal to 10. So this is how I get the value of x in case of equations where there are fractions. This is how I exactly have to solve. So my first target will be to simplify the fraction and then bring it to conjugate with the x value. So if I am conjugating that fraction with x, then I get a value over here as equal to, then it will be easy for me to solve, just as I have solved it over here in this particular place. So reaching these two steps are the signature steps in solving this type of sum. Is that clear? If a question has been given to you in percentage format, for example, percent format. What is percent format? For example, I have been giving you question 20% of y is equal to 100. Find the value of y. How are you going to solve this? Most important thing while solving a linear equation word problem means you have to write it in the equation format. So if this has been given 20% of y is equal to 100, how are you going to represent it in an equation format? So means 20%. 20% means 20 out of 100. Simple. It means 20 out of 100. So 20 out of 100 means that 20% of y, if I am writing 20% of y is equal to 20 by 100 into y. Okay, now let's simplify 20 and 100, it becomes 1 by 5. So I can write 1 by 5 into y is equal to, as per the question, 100. So what is the value of y? 5 into 100 is equal to 500. So the value of y is 500 in this case. Okay, so if you get any type of questions like this in percentage format, this is the way how you got to solve it. Whenever you will be given word problems in linear equation, you have to be very strong in your vocabulary. If your English vocabulary is weak, then understanding or interpreting the question for word problems is going to be hell difficult for all of you, and you are going to lose marks unnecessarily. Means you will be knowing how to do the calculations, but just because you are unable to understand the question, you will lose all the marks over there. So it's better that you should make your vocabulary strong enough, your understanding part. Okay, so let me show you one example. Suppose one word problem I'm showing you. Let me write the heading as WP, word problems. So a number is multiplied by 9. The question goes as this: a number is multiplied by 9 and then 11 is added to the product, and then 11 is added to the product. Exactly. If the final result is 56, find the number. Or if the result is 56, find the number. Now in this case, what exactly are you going to do? Now over here, if a student doesn't understand the meaning of product, then he is going to do a disaster in this type of sums. So if you don't understand the meaning of product, what do you mean by product? Product means the result of multiplication. You need to understand this first. So product means it is the result of the multiplication. So if I am multiplying, for example, if I am multiplying x and 5, then what is the product over here? The product will be 5x. If I am multiplying 3 and a, I will get 3a. Exactly. So over here, what is the question that has been given over here? You need to see that first. So the question over here clearly says that a number is multiplied by 9. We do not know what is this number. So let this number be x. So let me take the number as x. It is multiplied by 9. So I will multiply 9 over here. So what do I get? 9x. Correct, done. Then 11 is added to the product. So the product is 9x. And I have been told to add 11 to the product, means 9x plus 11. I hope this part is clear. And what is the result of this addition? The result is 56. So write down 56 over here. Done. So 9x is equal to 56 minus 11. Why? I am taking 11 to the other side of the equation where it will be subtracted. So 56 minus 11, which will give me 9x is equal to 45. Now 9 is multiplied with x. I take it to the other side of the equation. I will get x is equal to 45 divided by 9, which will give me 5. So the number over here is a number which I have said that it is x, is actually 5. Now all the steps that you are seeing over here, like the first step I mentioned about the product. This step is important. You have to write x into 9 is equal to 9x, which is the product. You have to mention this. Step 2, 9x plus 11 is equal to 56. If you are not writing either of the two steps, you are going to lose marks in your exams. No second opinion in that. Then rest of the part, it comes along with step 2. But these two steps, writing it in your exam or in your answer or while you are solving this thing, it is extremely important in this case. Done? Is that clear?